Hello, James, and hello, everybody else who have already contributed and will. And thank you, Nika and James, for inviting me to take part in this memorial. We are so honored that we have known David, that he has become a part of us while we have all become a part of him. At the time of David's loss, Nika called me from Venice and I immediately went there. However, I'm unable to be there today in Madrid physically. Today is the first year that our struggles continue without David's physical presence. It is hard to believe a year has gone by without him, but I must say that he has been with us every step of the way. His loss has certainly been untimely for us all that we feel each day. Our commemoration is by way of realizing the desire for a free and equal world of the thousands of people who fell in struggle, including and especially David. If there was one thing about our friend David that stood out, it was his insistence on seeing things differently. He was able to bring things together in absolutely novel ways, and he shed new light to phenomena that we took for granted. His unmatched creativity led him to extend over different disciplines and time periods. And I guess this is where the Kurdish freedom movement and David thought alike and came together. David was a revolutionary and visionary without a doubt, be it in the context of Occupy Wall Street or the revolution in Kurdistan, especially in Rojava. Whenever the oppressed were trying to take things into their own hands and build something new, David was there to support these efforts, whether through theory or through direct action. And while doing this, he took on the world, and if need be, the whole left. This could be seen in his different way of approaching the Kurdish people. More than 6 years ago, David said for the Rojava revolution, no, this is a genuine revolution. And he entered into indirect dialogues with Abdullah Öcalan through his essay on the political philosophy of Öcalan. In his essay, he said, academics are not only expected to avoid engagement with politics, one form this takes is the refusal to believe that anyone who has taken any sort of effective political action in the world can also make important contributions to human thought. At best, they can be an object of analysis. They cannot be seen as engaging as equals in the development of ideas. It is hardly surprising then that contemporary intellectuals, for the most part, have no idea what to do with the ideas of Abdullah Öcalan. David was the kind of activist, revolutionary intellectual that our world urgently needs. He not only had a kind heart, but a sound intellect. And he was still able to resist the academic world's uniformity and to take on issues that may not have been popular. Raima and I began to know David since 2012, when he came to talk about debt in Germany. That had so much in common with Öcalan writings, we just had to meet him. And our interaction became more profound as we visited Rojava together, in the conferences of challenging capitalist modernity in Hamburg, other seminars in the UK, and our discussions for Museum of Care. Earlier in 2018, we were there where you are right now in Madrid, together with Nazan and Andre, to talk about the revolutionary ideas of the Kurdish freedom movement. There, we also visited a museum that exhibited the struggle against fascism. David was very proud of his father for his solidarity and struggle against fascism in Spain. David continued the tradition. He was part of and supported radical movements that changed our lives for the better. Kurds, Arabs, Assyrians, Armenians, and other peoples in the regions have demonstrated that the only way out of the existing quagmire is solidarity and the freedom of women and of peoples. The freedom of one is the freedom of the other. They have dealt a heavy blow to the dark ages and fascism that ISIS, the Taliban, Al-Qaeda, and the Turkish state, among others, hope to unleash in the Middle East. In the process, they have shown the possibility of a path out of the crisis to another, a brighter future based on women's freedom, an ecological economy, and a democratic society, inspiring and giving hope to millions around the world. David had yet much to contribute at this critical juncture of human history. Because he was a brilliant anthropologist, intellectual, anarchist activist, a friend of the revolution in Kurdistan, and an important person with unique capacities for producing meaning. He is missed by all of us. But I have to say, David lives on in our struggles in Kurdistan and wherever there is free human spirit. I thank you for this time. And as I said, he will live on with us. Thank you.